Equals.
Perfectly. As always, we are back with another episode of Nothing But Facts, Season 4, Episode 7. I'm Chloe Rogers, grandson of Steve Rogers, son of Aaron Rodgers, and Luca's about to get swept tonight, but it's okay. And I'm here with the bestest co-host in the whole wide world, Mr. Trill Bill.
Yeah,
Forgot
it's
you had
been
purple hair for a
pretty.
second. I don't know what the fuck was going on with your head.
It's been pretty fucking wild. Like I really don't know what to say about that series. Like going back to game 2, I like
Bro, it's pretty
it's
much
so much shit.
like when LeBron faced them boys with KD in the finals. No matter what he does, it's they're not gonna win. No matter what he does.
I'm just like the man was up 19, and then the whole team just. I don't know if these niggas figure out how to play basketball. I don't know what exactly happened, but they
I
just.
told I told Eric the stat that the day the when they lost and they went down 3-0. Bro, Luca 40, Brunson 20, Dinwiddie 26. The other 7 players that played 14 points or 13 points.
They
Either
was out
way,
there
that
getting
number is
cardio.
not good.
They was chilling. They was having
Bro,
fun.
7 other players give you 14 points. That's so bad. And
Maxi
Finley
Cleaver.
Smith, Dory Finley Smith had 9 of those. So the other 6 gave you 5 points. With
I know
Reggie
Reggie
going
Bullock
over
was.
10,
Yeah, he was.
Maxi Kleber over 5, Frank Nicolatina played 4 minutes. He just had a quick little run, got that cardio in, went back down. But yeah, it's just like, and you know what's the crazy thing? It's like people are saying the Warriors are gonna win undoubtedly. Like I had them picking the finals when the conference finals started, but it's just like they didn't really play a defensive team like Boston or Miami. I know Miami's banged up from top to bottom, but both of those teams are way better defensively than Dallas. So I hate how people are saying like the Warriors are gonna sweep whoever they play this and that. Like I feel like it's gonna be a much competitive series, with the Warriors being the favorites though.
Yeah, I don't care who the motherfuckers play at this point. They just been running through shit. Like, would this will be the second sweep? Or no, they didn't sweep fucking Jokic, but they gentlemen swept that nigga. And then they beat Memphis in 6, and this will be a sweep in the conference finals. That's fucking terrifying at this point. So shit, the Warriors is basically back. Like people thought that motherfuckers was just gonna forget how to shoot a basketball. It's not like being athletic and everything. You can shoot forever. So yeah, the shit's downright fucking terrifying. For Luka's sake, I'm happy. I mean, he's putting up historic fucking numbers. His playoff numbers are like 34, 8, and 8. Like he's doing greatness. Can't be upset with that nigga in one shape or form.
Mm-hmm.
It's just motherfucker playing 1v5 basically, and you can't do shit about that. I don't blame the man. Draymond's out there hooping. Brett Kevon Looney has had the playoff games of his life in these past 2 series. Shit makes absolutely no sense at all. And I'm just like, Brett, at this point, Jordan Poole has been off this series and you're still down 3-0. Andrew Wiggins has
And Andrew
basically
Wiggins
become
is
the third
finally
option.
going crazy.
Exactly. So it's just like, bruh, that's the scary part about this team is that they've got basically 2 third options that just rotate and take turns. Whoever's got it going that series, and we see this motherfucker Andrew Wiggins is guarding one of the best players in the league. Let's face it. So the team's good. Like the Warriors are fucking good at this point. I don't
No,
know
no,
what.
no, the Warriors are good, but I just think like they're good, but it's like, bro, I could fucking go research for hours the amount of shit talking all these Warriors stand accounts and everyone said about the Warriors in the regular season, this and that. Bro, the Mavericks literally, I promise you and I could do better than the other people on that Mavericks team and help Luca out. It's really just a Luca against everyone. Like you can't say they're gonna go through in the finals and just dominate when Boston has, bro, 3 different bro, shit, Al Horford out here dropping 20 points religiously, bro. And then you got the Heat with a bunch of undrafted players with chip on their shoulders. That like it's not no Dallas team that, bro, we can't play defense. We just want to score the ball. And it's crazy though because their head coach is one of the best defensive point guards the game's ever seen. So I know his ass is mad. But like Miami and especially Boston, like for the sake of you guys, because obviously you know how Drew and I are when it comes to Heat fans. But for the sake of you guys and Jimmy not going 0-2 in the finals, like I want you guys to lose now because I really do feel like Boston could knock off the Warriors. Like I really do. I don't see. I don't, bro. It's Tatum and Brown. I don't like. You get me? I know it's only one ball, but like I don't think Clay went through a torn ACL and a ruptured Achilles. His ass sticks people, but he ain't gonna stick no Tatum for 40 minutes a game or Jalen Brown for 40 minutes a game. They will make him tear his other ACL. Let's keep it real. So I just feel like that's gonna be a very competitive series if it does happen. At the same time, with Draymond Green and Kevon Looney trying to have to deal with Robert Williams, Grant Williams, and Al Horford, I really do like that series. And Steph Curry's gonna have to deal with Marcus Smart. And I still don't understand how he sprained his ankle so bad because you showed me the picture. It doesn't even look like it's twisted. I don't
Oh no,
understand.
it's not that it's twisted. It's that his ankle
He
touched the
stepped
floor.
wrong.
Yeah, so basically, his foot was sideways.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. You're good. You're good, bro. I don't need any more of
so
that.
so at that point, it's like your foot sideways and your ankles touching the floor. That's not good in any way, shape, or form. Like they
Mm.
popped both. They gave both of them perks. There's no other way to put it. They gave
Oh
both
yeah,
of them
with Tatum,
perks.
Tatum's shoulder was for sure doing what RG3's knee did in Washington during that playoff
Man
run.
had a full blown stinger and just came out and was like, "Okay, I'm back to playing basketball." But if anyone noticed, it must have been some real shit going on with his shoulder because he didn't shoot another shot in that game. As soon as
Bro,
he came back in, he didn't shoot
when
another
bro,
shot.
you could tell when they were looking at him on the ground, like bro, you saw something sticking out, like his
I
shoulder.
thought the motherfucker
I
had
wouldn't
tore
be
his
surprised.
knee up
No,
and
yeah,
hurt
yeah, yeah,
his
because he
shoulder.
was touching his knee first, but then he started
I was
touching his
just
shoulder.
like,
I
oh, he
think he just
died
didn't know.
in a
He just
car
didn't
accident.
know. He didn't know what was hurting. He was like, "Is it my knee? Wait, wait, why is my shoulder hurting now? Oh shit, let me get in my shoulder." But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like he has some type of surgery this off season.
The Heat series, I mean, shit. At this point, it's been too weird of a series. It's like one of the weirdest series I've ever seen.
I don't think there's
There's
been a good
not been a
game.
close game besides Game Three when Jimmy died, and other than that, every game has had
Bro,
a 25-point lead in it. So it's just like, and it's a 2-2 series at this point,
I know, but
coming back to
bro, I'm
Miami.
nervous for you guys. The line is Boston -1.5, but like I'm scared for you guys because if you guys lose this game, bro, it's gonna be going back to the Garden, TD Garden. It's gonna be kind of hard to force that game 7.
Oh yeah, we got
But
to
like it's
me.
like
We
I was
have to
telling
win.
Eric yesterday. I really don't know what's gonna happen in this series. Like I can't say the Heat are gonna be the winners. I can't say, bro. I just don't know. This series is too confusing. These teams are too evenly matched up. People are just dying everywhere on the floor. It's either a 20-point blowout or nothing. And it's like I just don't know what to expect.
I've got this. I mean, in my opinion, at this point, the series has to at least go six, if not seven. I mean,
Of course,
hell,
it's
if it
going
goes
6, brother.
seven,
It's 2-2.
oh no, 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 that's what I'm saying. Like at the
I think it's
minimum,
7. I
it's
think
got to
it's
go
7 for sure.
six. So it's just like at this point, I don't want to see it end in six. The only way I would want to see it end in six is if we won it in six. But I can see very likely this series going until, if I'm not mistaken, Game 7 would fall on Sunday.
The Warriors are gonna have after today 8 days off until the finals, and it's gonna be a whole debate of whether is that too much time off. Because most of the time, it's too rusty, but at the same time, these are professional basketball players. It's Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and baby Steph and Jordan Poole, who's literally learning from that man. I think these shooters don't forget to shoot, like you said earlier, but at the same time. I'm just nervous. It's not. It's nerve wracking because it's like, bro, when the Warriors were on top of the world, you don't understand. Twitter was not a fun place to be. You had people saying Steph better than LeBron, Steph better than Magic, Steph better than shit. I've seen tweets people compare like saying Steph is up there with Michael Jordan, and it's like, bro, Steph Curry, I love that. Like he's great players. Like I've learned to appreciate him as time goes on. But it's like there's levels to this. You get me? Steph is a goat, top 10 ever, but like it really is levels. Like I know he changed the game, this, that, and the third, but it's like I'm pretty sure you can ask anybody that's not a Golden State fan. Are you with the number one pick? Go draft a team 100 times and you had the number one pick. I don't think you're taking Curry at once. You're taking Jordan, you're taking Kobe, you're taking LeBron. Shit, and then after and the thing is, obviously Curry's not top 4, top 5, but like I personally would, like, bro, you can't stop him. I would see, you could take him 4 overall, but like behind, bro, he's not no ahead of LeBron, and you know what's gonna happen if he wins that fourth ring. You are someone's gonna say he's the best basketball player ever. Just be ready for that, Winton.
Oh, I totally understand, and like the way I think about it is,
He better than Magic? I think so. Like, bro, I didn't watch Magic. I'm sorry. I did not watch Magic. I wasn't even born. I wasn't even in the thought process, bro. You get me? I watched Steph Curry play. The man's just gonna have one ring shy of Magic. Like, enough with the ring talk. It's obviously a team accomplishment. Look what this man has done. You feel me? I forget this man blew out the record already for the 3 pointers made in the regular season. That
Oh,
was
he's
this year or
done it
last
like
year?
3, 4 different times. Nigga, he did it like he did 250, 300, 350, 400. I
No, I'm
swear.
talking about in total. Like, I forgot he passed Ray Allen too. Like, this man's just, he's not stopping. Like, you get me? But I just think there's levels to this. Like, there just really is. Like, I just can't put him in that same breath as those other three guys. Like, I just really can't, bro. Like,
I ultimately think it comes down to what he has when his career is over. Because
yeah,
if he gets 4 this year, and let's just face it, if he gets 5,
bro. And let's
and
keep.
let's just say he has
Uh,
one, if not two, Finals MVPs, then yeah, he gonna be up there
no,
at
no, but
that
yeah, that's
point.
what I'm saying. That's what you just said. He need to get that Finals MVP. So, because God forbid they win it this year, and Andrew Wiggins gets that Finals MVP, he's not gonna hear the end of it. Because Curry performs well in the finals, but he don't perform to what like we know Curry to do.
Very true, very true. In that series overall, it's been fucking an overmatch. Like there's no other way to say it. I've seen one team just, I don't know if they gave it their all coming back against Phoenix, or if this just, like I said when we
Yeah,
did the
you could tell they're
podcast
mentally
last week,
checked out
it's just not a good matchup for them personally.
at
Just
all.
because, let's face it, there's no defender on the Mavs. Like
Who is
there's,
their best defender?
it's between Dwight Powell and Dorian Finney-Smith. So
And
it's
it's like,
just like, if that's the case, then yeah, you're gonna get run off the floor. If it's Boston, the issue I think Boston and Miami would have when they play Golden State wouldn't be defense. It's gonna be on the other side of the court. How the fuck are you gonna keep up with them? Because they're gonna score 110 regardless every night, whether it's an off night,
but
on night.
I feel like Boston's that team because Boston's the one that's shooting the best percentage from three in this postseason, not
Oh,
Golden State.
don't get me wrong.
So you know it's gonna be obviously Curry. Like people just think of him as a 3 point shooter, but you know he's gonna drive it inside. He's gonna get his 25. But like, bro, Boston's up there. Boston will shoot with these boys, shoot the lights out, bro. You saw what they did, bro. Grant Williams hit fucking 7, bro. What did he shoot? Seven for 16 in Game 7 against Milwaukee.
That
You
shit
feel
was
me?
ridiculous. Like
Like
I
they're
really
gonna
wanted
shoot.
the
Like
Milwaukee
Golden
Bucks
State could
coach
shoot as
fired.
much as they want. Boston is gonna give it to them, and shit, you guys are gonna give it to them too. Because everybody, bro, Max Strus took Duncan Robinson's spot, and the man is still getting a $90 million contract. He's the biggest finesser ever. You get me? Like you guys got shooters. I'm sorry, I still can't get over that. The fact that this man literally just got his spot took.
Well, I mean, both of them at the end of the day are defensive liabilities. It's just
Yeah,
they're top, let's face it, top 10 shooters in the league at this point, and it's just like shit. You got two of them on your team. You just can't, obviously you cannot have both of them on the court at the same time. So you got to keep rotating them, and yeah, Duncan got run last night, hit like 4, 5 threes. I was like, okay, that's Duncan, but of course we were down by 20 and whatnot. So overall, this series, I wanted to go 7. If it don't go 7, I could see us losing. I could see us winning. At this point, I don't think there's anyone who has a confident pick on what's going to happen because of just how these first few games have gone. You've seen Miami on the top of the world. You've seen Boston on the top of the world. So at this point, it's just up for grabs. Whoever go get the job done, whoever the fuck shows up in Game 5, really. That's, I think
isn't it
the
like a
stat
70
is,
like 70% or some shit? People
I
that
think
win
the
Game
stat
5 win it.
is 83% of Game 5 winners go on to win the series. So it's just like Game
Bro,
5
they
is
pull that
fucking
stat up
important.
every Game 5 for every
Exactly.
every
It's just like
series. They pull it up.
Game 5 is hella important, especially in a
Game 3
2-2
too.
series. So
Who won Game 3? Miami, right?
we won Game 3, they won Game 4. So I mean shit, if we just were following suit, seems like we would win Game 5, they would win Game 6, and hopefully the refs or someone cheat for us come Game 7 back in Miami.
You
Cause
gotta put you gotta put
it's
Scott
gonna be
Foster against
ridiculous.
Curry.
I mean, I we got Kyle Lowry, who's, I don't know how the fuck he came back. I really thought he was done for the playoffs. I was like, bro, dead. He dead. Hamstring fried. We got Udonis Haslam giving empowered speeches, and he don't even play. So we could be fucked or we could be set. It's really up to them.
Mm-hmm.
If given a finals prediction, Warriors over either team in 5 or 6. I don't think it goes to 7. Warriors over either team in 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think this is the year of like the Warriors are gonna be back on top. It just sucks because I hate dealing with that shit. Like I just hate dealing with the this and that. Especially, you know how I am. I hate deal. I'm gonna, you don't understand. I'm gonna report accounts that say Steph is better than LeBron. Like I'm gonna really report accounts because it's like, bro, there's people out there that like everyone that I see say that shit. Like I've tweeted some people saying like, so do you think he's better than LeBron James overall? And they don't respond. Like, bro, bro. He shares your birthday. Who's a better basketball player, Winston?
Oh, the better basketball player is LeBron.
It's like I don't get. It's like it's genuinely hate that they give to him for you to say like, bro, we say Michael Jordan better than him and Kobe's better than him. Okay, I'm not even gonna argue with you. I don't argue with anyone about that shit. But to say anybody from this generation is better than LeBron, you're on drugs. You're on drugs. One thing I will say though, and I think I'll stand by this, even though he helped him win 2 rings, I'll take Steph Curry over Kevin Durant in this generation. I think he's the second best player, right behind LeBron, and then it's KD number 3. I just don't think KD got that dog. There's a reason he went to Golden State. Steph didn't go to Oklahoma City to win that ring. I just personally think so. Don't get me wrong, KD probably the best scorer ever, this and that. But where is it? Where is the winning without Steph Curry? He didn't do it in OKC. Russell Westbrook hates him. 3 years in Brooklyn, 3 years of failure. So Giannis sent your ass home the year before that. I know you got a size 25 shoe and you would have won this and that. At the end of the day, game 7, Giannis showed you up and you guys lost. So you get me? So it's like James Harden didn't want to play with you anymore. His ass wanted out of there. Ben Simmons, he's just streaming. I don't know if he's going to play in Brooklyn or he's just going to get traded again. Kyrie might get traded again. So it's like, KD, maybe it's me being a Knicks fan, but you made the wrong choice, brother. That's all I'm going to say.
I think the wrong choice wasn't the franchise; it was who he went with ultimately in Kyrie. Just because, bruh, like this, we watched this man say he needs time off and go chill with his family, go to birthday parties and shit. Then this man said he's not gonna get vaccinated. And he legit held out so long to the point that the state of New York lifted their fucking mandates. And this nigga was finally able to play in like March or April in home games. So
But I think
I
the
think
trio
Kevin
didn't
Durant
even
didn't
play
think this
50
shit
games
out.
together.
I don't think Kevin Durant thought this shit out at all. I think he was like, hey, Kyrie's cool. You know, we seem like friends
It
and
was that
whatnot.
let's
This
just
could be a
bro,
run.
we all of us are super good at basketball. If we team up, we're gonna win it all. That's literally what he probably thought in his head.
And it's just like, to me, bro want to be different too much. Like Kyrie, I get it. You're all about yourself and enlightenment, everything. I don't fault nobody for that. But at the same time, you got a motherfucking job, bro. And you make millions of dollars doing this shit, my nigga.
And that's the thing.
So,
It's not that he has a job. It's the type of job he has. Like, bro, I know I'm you remember the argument I got in with cheese over this? It's like, bro, okay, like if kids look up to you, this and that, your job is not to be a role model or an inspiration, this and that. But your job is different than everyone else's. You're playing basketball. No one is out against you. Stephen A. Smith's not out against you. It's like, bro, that's your job. You're hurting your team. This is a team sport, right? Kevin Durant picked you out of everyone. He could have picked any other superstar. Slide with me. They would have for sure said, yes, it's Kevin Durant. He picked you out of all people. You speak shit saying, I finally got someone that could hit other shots. What happened? Your ass got swept by a 24-year-old Jason Tatum. And now look at you. And I really feel like, and I want it to happen, I want Kyrie to get traded to the Lakers. Because him and LeBron together, they're gonna win. Like I don't. I feel like I feel like they. It's like a Kobe Shaq thing. Like they kind of like hate each other, but they love each other. But it's like, bro, those boys together, that shit is just beautiful, dog.
oh no, they do
Obviously, you
win.
saw the comeback, but like, bro, the mother, bro, together, it's just like, bro, it's like they're just unison. It's like they know each other. Like, you feel me? LeBron would let Kyrie cook this and that, but like LeBron's not in the corner. LeBron's moving around and shit. As opposed to in Brooklyn, Kyrie was cooking, and the other guys were like, wow, look what he's
I'm
doing.
like, if I'm not mistaken, every year they played together, they made the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
Now, granted, they didn't win it, but they won the one. But yeah, they made
let's
three
bro, let's
straight.
keep it real. You know what? They would have probably three-peated or won 2 out of 3 if Durant never went to
So
Golden
it's
State.
just like they won and they made it. So you can't fault them for that at all. And ultimately, I just don't know how that trade would get done just because the contracts aren't too far apart, but at the same time, I don't know how Kevin Durant okays that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's like, yeah, bring me Russell Westbrook back at
Bro,
the
that would
age
be
of
bro,
32.
dog. It would be so funny though. That is some like the circle is complete. The fact that like KD wanted to get away from Westbrook, Kyrie wanted to get away from LeBron, and then they end up being teammates again, just in a different city. Yo, that shit is that's life right there. Like at that point, bro, you guys are stuck. If life brings you back together, you're stuck. Try to win it, cause bro, let's keep it real. KD and Westbrook, beautiful basketball as well. Them boys were, bro, one of the best duos ever. They just couldn't do it. KD would choke. Westbrook would choke. Klay Thompson game 6 is a real thing. Shit happens. But it's not like they were a bad team. Motherfuckers made the finals when they were literally 22 and 23 years old.
Very true. In my opinion, I feel like both teams would be set up in different ways if you get that trade. So if New Brooklyn gets fucking Westbrook, I'm just getting three wing and D guys to play around those two just because
Yeah.
I know KD good for 10 boards a night. I know Westbrook good for 10 boards a night. Those other three niggas should be able to chip in 10 boards a night. That's 30 rebounds right there. The game will play itself at that point.
Yeah.
Lakers, they just need motherfucking height on that other team. Height,
I just really want to see
a
what GM
shooter,
LeBron's going to do this year.
and
It's like, obviously, shit is going to shake.
shit. I want shit to shake, but at the same time, I don't know how much shit can shake up
Yeah,
just
yeah. I don't think it's
because.
gonna be some big ass crazy trade. Like he ain't gonna get rid of Anthony Davis, but it's like I feel like somehow, some way, they're gonna finesse Tucker and like they're gonna finesse something somehow and end up with someone. Whether it's a Zach Levine, a B plus star player, they're gonna end up with someone because it's LeBron James and like you get me. And there's a lot of players that grew up wanting to play for the Lakers, and it's like, what better opportunity now when you're playing with one of the best ever? I know
I
it's hard to
mean,
play with LeBron James, but if I was just a regular like a Zach Levine, you know what you could learn from that boy? When you're like 26 years old, you could learn so much from that man. Instead of, bro, you can become the next face for the Lakers. Because Zach Levine ain't bad. He just took a step back because of DeMar DeRozan's crazy ass year.
to me, there's a couple other names that I think would work. I just don't know if the teams would do the trade just because they're such critical pieces. But if you called up OKC and had some type of a package with two picks, Russ and Tucker
Nah, bro.
for Shea by himself,
I think Shea might be a Thunder for life. Like I think they're gonna gather all those picks and they'll trade everything away. But I really think Presti's like Shea's my guy because it's like, bro, that's all you have. If you trade him, then you're really gonna just tank for the next 10 years.
yeah, yes, but at the same time, if you brought back Russ, to me, that's the only way you can sell it to the fucking fans that you traded Shea. Is okay, we brought back Russ, we brought in THT, and we got two more fucking first round picks.
And you
At
got
that
Josh
point,
Giddey.
exactly. At that point, you got Josh Giddey, you got Poku.
I forgot the
They
lottery already happened and they have a top
they
10 pick.
have some Serbian dude who's just about to come overseas. They've had his rights since 2020. He just won the EuroLeague championship and shit. He's
I forgot they
nice.
got Poku too.
So yeah, that team is fucking interesting as hell. I just think you can't keep all of those young pieces around because at the
Bro,
end of the
yeah, of
day,
course.
there's no one to lead with Shea. Shea can't be the only fucking leader. And after a while, Shea gonna be like, "Bitch, get me out of here."
No, yeah,
Like
they do
it's
have something has to shake eventually because literally the past 2 years now, Shea goes stupid, and then when like 25 games left, they just like, oh, we're shutting him down for the rest of the season, bro. As a young 22, 23 year old, I'm gonna be mad as fuck, bro. I'm here to play basketball, and I'm here more importantly to win, and you're literally shutting me down because you guys want to stack picks, stack picks, stack picks, take young talent, and it's like, bro, we're all under 25. How are we supposed to win basketball games? We don't even fucking know how to play in the NBA as of yet. You get me? They're just tossing these bro, these guys that literally, they still look like high schoolers because they haven't hit that NBA weight room. But no, let's just keep on drafting these young pieces. Bro, if I want to really know who they. Maybe this is the year they keep that third pick and they actually build it, and that's their duo with Shea. Or I think the second pick. Either way, they're getting Paolo or they're getting Chet or they're getting Smith. One of those three is coming.
I don't see. To me, I don't see. I just don't fucking see it in Chet. At
No, me
least
neither,
not
bro.
yet.
Me neither, bro. I don't, bro. The only Gonzaga, bro. What Gonzaga player has panned out in the NBA? Obviously, there's some wings here and there, but the only big that I can recall, unless you could correct me, is Sabonis. Other than that, there was just no other big that has. There's no other Gonzaga player that I can recall of that has performed well.
What's crazy is the how it levels to college to the NBA. Because if people remember, it was a big man in the Big Ten from Iowa, Lou
I know who you're
Garza.
talking about. Yeah, it's
Bro,
like Tyler Hinesborough's doppelganger. That bro,
bro
he was
was
like national player of
averaging
the year and everything. Where is he?
30 and 10, got drafted, never saw the active roster. So that's how I know that, bro. It's levels to this shit. Like,
Same thing with Tyler
you
Hansbrough.
can
Like, come
be
on, bro.
that man in college, come to the NBA, and be the dude who don't even get the dress. So yeah, shit's real bad. I'm like, there's a few people who you've seen over the years, and it's like, it don't make no fucking sense. But at the same time, then you hear the fucking wonders, like, I wouldn't say wonder stories, but tragedy stories. Fucking Adam Morrison develops wild shit to the point where he's got to wear a fucking bag to carry his bowel movements as a
Wait, he
grown
he
man.
was he was never diabetic. Like he got diagnosed as a grown man.
Yeah, bruh, this shit happened like literally.
Oh, so
He
when he was
gets
in Gonzaga going crazy, he didn't have diabetes.
he gets drafted, and then all the shit just goes down.
Oh, then yeah, I feel so bad, bro. I know he got like some of the bag though, because of being a top three pick. But
And
I
then
didn't know that.
very
I thought this man just
similarly,
had diabetes his entire life and was just balling.
there was a pick the year before LeBron. He goes number one overall to the Cavs as well. DeJuan Wagner. He had a very similar situation, had to get the same bag where he got to hold the shit and everything. But he has a son who, ironically, same grade as Bronny. He's the number one player in the nation. So,
Hey,
yeah.
sometimes God takes something away from you, but gives you something brighter. Because I feel like at the end of the day, I won't know until it happens. Same thing with you, but I feel like as a parent, you want to see your kids succeed more than you succeeded.
Oh, of course.
So you get
Of
me? So
course.
like that shit happens. I know. At the end of the day, that guy's smiling, bro. He gets to watch his boy play. He's like, damn, I couldn't even do that.
Exactly. So, shit, at the end of the day, I can't be upset with how this shit went for them. It's just, you see those freak cases where people can't
Self
control
capture,
shit.
bro.
Like,
Bro, look
the
at the guy from
fucking
look at the look at I think Isaiah Austin from Baylor. He had like a heart problem, and the man was a monster.
fucking the eye, he had the eye
The
problem,
eye, I
blind in one
think.
eye.
Like you feel me?
And then I remember when Sean
There
Livingston
was
shit
there was a basketball
exploded.
player though that had a heart problem that couldn't play. I forgot who it was.
Jeff Green had to sit out a couple years because
Jeff
he
Green had
had
open heart surgery. That boy's a
it.
trooper.
Like he,
I
I
fuck with
remember that
Jeff
shit
Green.
like it was
He's a
yesterday.
role player that like I would want. I need like same thing with Luol Deng. You need one of those guys on your team.
People forget Jeff Green was really supposed to be the next Celtic player until the open heart surgery. Like he was literally
Bro,
dropping
he's
20, 30 on Braun and them and carrying the end of that big three shit. And it's like, damn, he has open heart surgery and basically becomes a role player at that point. Like that shit is fucking insane.
life. Shit
You just
happens.
can't control shit. It's out of your
Mm.
fucking hands. Sean Livingston, another one I brought up. Bro, his shit exploded on the court. Like he tore his ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus, everything. They were this close to decapitating this man's leg from the
Jesus
knee
Christ.
down. And we see what Sean Livingston became. 3 championships, all that good shit. So
Probably one of the most butterest mid ranges ever.
I'm like, so you just sometimes shit out of your hands. Shit just can't control shit. But
Pretty much.
shit, get a people your prediction for the East Conference because you already said just your brother getting swept tonight. So give your prediction on the East
Yeah, my
Conference
brother's getting swept tonight.
Finals.
No matter he's dropping 45, 17, and 8, and they're gonna lose by 20 points. And it's like there's nothing you can do about it. At the end of the day, Luka Doncic is 23 years old. He's 20. People don't even, like. He's not even, bro. What make it's like I don't think he's capped out, but at the same time maybe capped out. Like, bro, he's gonna give us 28, 7 and 7. There's probably gonna be a year that he averages over 30 and shit. Probably wins a scoring title. Shit, it might be next year if he gets swept because I know he's gonna come on a revenge tour. But yeah, it's Golden State's time. It's Steph Curry's time. After 2 years of being in the lottery and just being straight booty cheeks, well, lottery and playing tournament, they're finally ready. Steph Curry, he gonna cement his legacy in probably like 2 weeks or so. But yeah, I got to be honest, it's not even like I really just think it's Boston. It's not even hating because my friends are Miami fans. It's just like, bro, I just think the Heat are too fucking damaged, and the Boston's core is just better than Miami's core. Let's keep it real. Like I know PJ Tucker's defense is elite, but I'm taking Grant Williams over PJ Tucker. Bam, I love you, Bam, but it's like I know you're hurting inside because you're 6'9" and Spoelstra is still playing you at center. It's okay. Someone's gonna come and help you out to get those rebounds because you haven't been the same since you ran into Dwight Howard in the bubble and tried to think you were some macho man and your shoulder just exploded. But yeah, I really do. I want Miami to win, but at the same time, I really do think Boston's gonna come out and we're gonna tell because if you guys lose tomorrow, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That Celtic crowd game, you know, some things are gonna be said. Probably the most racist fucking place besides Utah to play in. Yeah. Speaking on Utah, before we close it out, Donovan Mitchell to Miami, maybe.
Rumors to New York allegedly.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I've
thank you,
been
no, thank you.
hearing.
Because if I see RJ Barrett get traded, I promise you, I'm not talking about the Knicks. I won't watch the Knicks. I won't do anything with the Knicks. I don't care who Donovan Mitchell is. RJ Barrett is one of probably 6 players to be in his rookie year and finish with 2,000 points, 500 rebounds, 500 assists. The other names: Kevin Durant, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. I think all of those players are first ballot Hall of Famers without Luka because obviously he's only in year 4. But yeah, RJ Barrett. It's like I always say, perfect example. I always bring up Donovan Mitchell. People want these one and done players to do what Donovan Mitchell did. Average 20 points and go take your team to the playoffs. Or like Jason Tatum, he averaged like 12 points, but he still made it to the conference finals because that Celtics team was loaded. But they want all these players to do that. They were calling RJ Barrett a bust. Now he averaged 20 points for the first time in his career. He's only in year 3, going on year 4. Give people, like, you get me. You guys gotta let these guys smooth it out. Actually, get used to the NBA. Get used to playing in fucking Madison Square Garden for 41 times. Like, you get me. It's a lot on your shoulders when you're the number 1 team because Julius Randle is YSL and he's going to prison. If he's not going to prison, he's not going to be in New York. His ass need to go, bro. You bamboozled us. You went crazy, won 6 Man of the Year, and then you turned your back on us. Don't want to talk about Julius Randle anymore. That guy gets me angry. Emmanuel quickly should be the starting point guard next year. Other than that, I'm done with my Knicks rant.
I don't disagree on the Emmanuel quickly take. I hope for the Knicks' sake, you even
And
if you do trade for Donovan, if you could somehow keep RJ, I'd be like, yo, you can have Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson,
bro, if I'm keeping it real,
whoever you else you want.
it might sound bad, but bro, you could have Obi and Emmanuel quickly if we get to keep RJ Barrett. But if we don't, and we could just get rid of Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, not even trade for Mitchell, but like obviously build around a core of quickly Barrett and Obi. Obi was going crazy in the last couple of games of the regular season. Tibbs was like, you know what, we suck, so let's go. You could get some playing time. Same thing with quickly. Finally, bro, quickly and Obi literally, I lost the NBF championship because of them. Last game of the season, quickly and Obi each drop 82 fantasy points. It's like, well, I can't do anything about that. He quickly dropped the triple double. I just see it's Knicks players. I'm like, okay, let's go. The future's bright. Every team don't stay bad forever, but the Royals won a World Series in 2015 or 2016. All my life, they were losing 100 games each year. Shit changes in the blink of an eye, brother.
Very true, very true. Let the people know where they can find us, and yeah, we're gonna get up out of here.
You know, as always, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MBF_Clo, MBF_Trill, MBF_Podcast on YouTube and on YouTube, MBF_Podcast, and then Nothing But Facts all together on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You guys take care. Luke is probably gonna get swept, but it's okay, because life keeps moving.
It does, and he's
Horses
trying.
don't stop; they keep going. Okay, for Young Thug.